Hi, here's Francie. Thank you so much for all your support, for all your prayers. Here I want to give you a little update of how was this time in Kona, Hawaii. As you can see, I'm not in Hawaii anymore, but I just want to share with you how was this season, how special it was. It was an amazing school with more than 250 students from 55 different nations. So many nations were just coming together just to learn more how we can even grow more our mission. It was a beautiful season, more than 70 staff, more than 100 kids, a very big school. But being led by Darlene Cunningham, that is a co-founder of our mission, was so special. Not only that, also with amazing other co-leaders like Sana, Gard, and many inspiring leaders that pioneer many bases around the world. Was the season where I saw so many missionaries like from everywhere to everywhere. One of our main visions of Lauren Cunningham, our founder of the mission, he was seeing young people, like waves of young people going from everywhere to everywhere. And that's truly what I saw in this school. Like people from Netherlands serving in Mexico, Koreans serving in Hawaii, but also people from Madagascar serving in Chico, California. And also a missionary from Brazil serving in Switzerland today. It was so amazing to hear testimonies of what God is doing in Indonesia, in Cambodia, in Paraguay. God is doing so much, but also Guinea-Bissau, so many nations and what God is doing. I was so inspired by so many leaders, but also so many people that became good friends and how they're following the Lord. Not only that, there was two main takeaways or two main principles that I felt that God was speaking to me during this season. The first one was like being fully submitted to the Lord and what He wants. To know that I have heard His voice, to take steps in full obedience of what He wants. And being submitted, that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Sometimes it's very challenging to go to places where you're not planning or to stay in places where you're not planning, but to really be submitted to know like I have heard His voice. And the second one was the importance of a team, the importance of walking alongside with people that has the same vision, that has the same goal, and that walking with more people, you can go so much further than walking alone. So the beauty of these two things in the school, so clear. But also not only that, I could build so many good friendships in this season, surrounded by so many Brazilians that are serving around the base, but also with so many good mentors. As I mentioned before in my last newsletters, this was a season of dreaming with God, and really like to seeking for His will, what will be like the next steps, vision, what He wants me to do. And was really like dreaming with God and not my own expectations or things that I wanted to do. There was few things that God was breaking my heart during this season, and was mainly about Switzerland. How to see this nation going back to the roots of Christianity, but not only saying that they're nation that is Christian, but to really live it out. How can this youth, this new generation, just like really encounter the Lord in so many new and different ways? There was things that God was sharing with me that is mainly like building a stronger relationship with our local churches in the French side of Switzerland. And also doing more like events where we can come together, everyone, and pray for the nation. How can we stand in the gap together for Switzerland? How can we strengthen this part of Wild Lausanne, but also with the French churches, with French ministries? How can we be more involved? But mainly out of all that, to have a new generation, these young people, young generation, just to not say that they have heard of God, but that they know who God is, that they can experience God in such a different way, so that they can know about missions, that they can know about God and what He is doing in the nations, and that they can also take steps of obedience. So with that, what I want to say is that I'm saying yes for a longer term to Switzerland, to saying yes to see God moving in the French part also of Switzerland. Not only that, also in Switzerland in general. Saying yes for this project was not an easy decision, but I know that is what God was saying, and being submitted to Him is saying yes to this project for this season. So I want to invite you to be part of that. I'm so excited for the things that God will do in this nation, for the things that God will do in young people from Switzerland, and how they can step more securing their identity in God, but also to just like make His name known. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for partnering with me in this season of Kona, Hawaii, and now back in Switzerland. I'm so excited for the things that God will do in this nation. Thank you for your support and for all your prayers. See ya.